we're doing something special, something I'm looking forward to. It's called Keto Magic Bars. They look really good. This is going to be the crust. There's three things. There's the crust, the caramel flavoring, and the filling, okay? The crust is going to be some almond flour, some salt, some butter, and an egg. The caramel flavoring is going to be vanilla extract, butter, whipping cream, and Swerve, which is a brown sugar substitute. Okay? So that's supposed to give it a caramel flavoring. And then the filling is going to be Lily's chips. I'm doing the white chocolate chips. We've got some pecans. We got some unsweetened coconut flakes right here. All right, guys, before we get mixing everything, go behind you, preheat the oven to 300 degrees, okay? We're going to be needing that in a minute. But let's get all these ingredients together. We need 1 cup of almond flour. We need the stick of butter. Or 2 tablespoons, not the whole stick, sorry. I hate to say the whole stick. Recipe will be down below. There we go. Got the little bit of salt. And the 1 egg. This should turn into kind of a doughy ball. Okay, let's see how it goes. Well, I've got this dough, and it doesn't look like it's going to fill this pan, but I'm going to try and give it a bottom crust at least. I don't know how it'll come up on the edges or not. Probably not. So let's press this in, okay, and see if we can get it doing its thing. So as you can see, I filled the bottom. It worked. We're going to bake this crust for about 20 minutes at 300, okay? Let's put all the caramel kind of drizzle into this pot, okay? We're going to do butter, the cream. There we go. Vanilla. Drop that in there. This is the brown sugar substitute, Swerve. Put that in there. And a pinch of salt. Put that in there. All right, we're gonna get all that together. There we go. So, I'm gonna tell you the steps right now ahead of time, okay? Right now, the crust is browning, we're getting a slight golden brown to it in the oven. As soon as it comes out, we're gonna take this and put it on the stove and get it to boil for about 5 minutes. Then, once the crust comes out, we're going to put these 3 ingredients, the coconut, the chocolate chips, and the pecans are the filling. Put those in, pour this over it, put it back in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes, then in the fridge for a couple of, like 3-4 hours. Whew. I know it sounds confusing, but I'll show you the steps, so just hang with me. So I'm going to get this thing onto a low flame right now because I got about 5 more minutes for that crust to be done. Then we'll be on our way. All right, so here's how it's going to go. Can you see? There we go. Kind of spread those around. There we go. Take the coconut, spread that around. Take our white chocolate chips, the Lily's brand, get those spread around. Bring that over and pour it on top. Put it back in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. Then it's going to go in the refrigerator, okay? So let's just kind of, whoops. Well, everything's kind of melting, so there's really not much I can do but put it back in the oven. So let's do that. All right, there we go. Now we're going to place this in the refrigerator and allow it to cool for, whoops, I'm going to take my glove off. What am I doing? 30 to 60 minutes. I looked at the recipe and it's not a couple hours. Just leave it for an hour in the fridge to be completely cooled, then cut your bars, okay? Hey guys, so it's the next day. I let this stay in the fridge overnight. It only says for a couple of hours, but I had things to do, so I had to go do it. So we're going to try this out. Come on in close, let's take a look. So this is what it looks like. I just dumped it all in here and put it back in the fridge. It's solidified. So I can just pop the whole thing out if I want. Whoops, there you go. Right there. Got them all cut. See? So anyway, I'm going to take one right now. Right here in the middle. You can cut them as small as you want, as big as you want. I got a nice big piece here. I'm going to give it a sample right now. Here we go. I'm tasting a lot of the coconut. Probably back up a little bit on the coconut or not use coconut at all. Everything else is really good here. The nuts, the chocolate, the base, the crust, everything. Got myself a keto magic bar, and it's delicious. So, if you're looking for something to kind of take the edge off of your sweet tooth, need something healthy, go with something like this. These are your keto magic bars.